Alright, what's going on, people? So I'm a little bit sick, as you can probably tell and hear in my voice, but just bear with me for how I sound in this video. And in this video, I'm going to talk about something a little bit controversial, but hopefully it doesn't start like a religious war or the whole, gay argument in the comment section. But it probably will. Some people are probably still going to end up saying some things that cause an argument. And in this past week, there's been a huge argument about it among some people in this community. Review Tech, Solid Rev, Truth Setting You Free, or Truth Be Told Show. There's been an argument, the whole gay argument and all that stuff, how gays are treated, But not exactly going to talk about that. Going to talk about what this Ubisoft Montreal lead writer Lucien Soulban said. He was asked the question, when does he expect to see any gay or lesbian main leads or protagonists in AAA games? And his answer was not for a while. Now, I think he's pretty on point with saying that. Now, here's my thing, right? Here's what I don't want. What I don't want is I think it's eventually going to happen. I think it's a long time off, but I think it'll eventually happen. When it does happen, what I don't want is for the main, concentration of the game to be the character's sexual orientation or sexual preference. I don't want to play a AAA game in which the character's sexual preference orientation is shoved in your face as if it has any bearing on the game. Whether the character is gay, lesbian, straight has no impact on how good the game is. And most likely, unless it's some type of story surrounding their relationship with other people, it's really not going to have any strong impact on the story either. So one thing I don't want them to do is like shoehorn the fact that this character is gay or lesbian just to, I guess, add some shock value to the game, or just to like kind of tread on that territory just because it's very seldomly done. If you do it just for that reason, it's pointless, So that's one thing I hope they don't try to do, is just shove it in your face, but there's no real rationale for it other than to say, hey, we have a gay lead character. Nobody cares, So that's my whole thing about it. I hope, developers and writers don't just do it just to say they have a gay character. If it does not add anything to the gameplay, and I doubt having a gay lead character will add anything, any type of mechanic to a game, maybe the only thing it could possibly do is add something to the story, possibly. Now, many of us have seen, for example, The Last of Us, and Last of Us actually had two parts. One part was in the DLC, and one part was in the main game, where there were at least 2 acts of lesbian, gay. For those of you who didn't play The Last of Us DLC Left Behind, spoilers. Ellie, I didn't play it myself because, got rid of that PS3. But Ellie kissed, forgot her name, but Ellie kissed the girl at the end. And, I know somebody brought up to The Last of Us devs, whether that signified whether Ellie was gay or lesbian or not. And he said it really didn't signify anything. It wasn't like a direct indication that she's gay. And he said who cares? It didn't really matter. And my thing, and that's when I saw it, I never saw it as them saying, hey, Ellie is secretly gay. I saw it as, hey, this is just something that happened. It doesn't have a deeper meaning behind it. That's how I saw it. So I don't, based on that, people said, oh, Ellie's lesbian. Like, no, I think it was just an emotional moment between two girls, however their ages. They were teenagers at the time. And another character, which most people know from playing Last of Us, was Bill. Now, what I don't want... Now, Bill was an interesting character, because Bill actually had substance. He was a character with substance, and he wasn't the stereotypical kind of flamboyant perception of a gay person. And that's what gave that character some substance. But what I didn't, that, by the way, that character was nominated for an award. Link will be in the description if you want to check that out. Glad nominated Bill from Last of Us, or he might have actually won for the most intriguing character in a video game. Now, what I don't want to see is like kind of like what was done in the way of Bill being nominated for an award. Like, I don't want developers to take that same element and put it in a video game, like just praising a character for the simple fact that they were gay. You get what I'm saying? Like, for example, let's be real. Right now in society, people get praised for being gay. You know, it's coming out and saying they're gay, coming out and, you know, and saying they're proud to be gay. People get praised for it. And I just think that's way too much attention. It's way too much emphasis on somebody's sexual orientation. Like, it shouldn't matter that much. Like, no, it shouldn't matter. Nobody really cares. So that's one thing I don't like, is when they put somebody's sexual orientation, particularly gay people, on a pedestal and people like worship it. Like, oh, you're gay. Bow down. You came out and said you're gay, and people just worship it. So that's what I don't want, like, developers to do when this eventually happens. And like I said, like, Bill, he had substance and he didn't fit the stereotypical thing, but I felt like, but when he was nominated with this award, I felt like he wouldn't have won this award if it wasn't revealed in the game that he was gay. So it's not like, even though it's a GLAAD award, I don't think it was a GLAAD award for most intriguing gay character. It said most intriguing character for 2013. So, and my thing is, I don't think he would have won that award if he wasn't gay in the game. I don't think if it was revealed that he was straight, I don't think he would have won that award. I think it's just that emphasis on, oh my God, he's gay. And it was just so amazing to people. See, that's where I feel like they put in somebody's sexual orientation on a pedestal. That shouldn't be done. Just, you know, it should just be on the merits of the character's trait and personality. Bill was a great character regardless of his sexual orientation, but too much emphasis is being put on that. And that's what I don't want to be done whenever we eventually, I think in the far distant future, get some type of character that's, you know, that's either gay or a lesbian. I think, for obvious reasons, a character that's a female character that's a lesbian will be more easily accepted than a gay character. A male gay character. Now, like I said, would I mind? This is a good question to all of us, because now let me just say it, you know, straight out. I don't agree with homosexuality. That does not mean I hate gay people. Okay, let's make that clear, because this is another thing that, you know, I guess is treading into the territory of what, you know, was the controversy this past week. People think just because you don't agree with, you know, the lifestyle of gay people, what they choose to do, that means you hate them or you're a homophobe. No, I just don't agree with it. That's it. I don't hate you. I just don't agree with it. That's all it is. All right. Doesn't mean I'm a homophobe. Doesn't mean I hate people because they're gay. It just means I don't agree with it. That's it. So, and that's just my own values. You know, I don't have to, you know, and treading into that territory, I think that's what Solid Rev was kind of getting at, is people don't have to, you know, agree with your lifestyle. Treating somebody different because of it is different. That's a whole other story. You shouldn't treat somebody different because of their sexual orientation, but that doesn't mean you have to agree with it or like it. Simple as that. And I don't agree with it for my own values, beliefs, and stuff like that. So yeah, it's a question to us, like, would you be okay? And honestly, I believe that a lot of people wouldn't be. Would you be okay with playing a main protagonist, male or female, that was gay or lesbian? I would not be okay with it in the situation that, and I stated earlier, that they put too much of an emphasis on this character being gay or lesbian. Because whether or not they're straight, gay, lesbian, I don't want to see it like forced in my face to know it. Like, hey, this character is gay. You're going to see it. We're going to make them kiss right in the middle of the screen, and we're going to close up the camera. We're going to pan in during this cutscene of the game and make sure you know it. I don't want to. That's where I would be uncomfortable. Even with like games that are like even like a straight character. Even when they do that too much with straight characters, I don't want to see all that too much. You know what I'm saying? So when they force it, try to shoehorn it unnecessarily, that's when it would bother me. If it's just, you know, typical character, you know, not the overly flamboyant type, you know, that type of stuff. That when you get like that, I feel like it's just too much. So, more or less, I guess I'm saying if the character didn't acted like a freaking normal person and their sexuality wasn't thrown in my face, I wouldn't have a problem, you know, playing as that character in the game. But once you start throwing it in my face and constantly reminding me, hey, this character is gay, that's when I had enough. That's when you take the priority of the game being about the gameplay, and now the game is about this character's sexual orientation, which it shouldn't be. You know, that's when you make the priority something else. Sorry for the long-winded, you know, conversation and all that, but it's a good topic. Let me know what y'all think about this. How would you feel about playing as a gay, lesbian character? Would you have any problem with it? And what do you think, you know, how do you think it should be handled? All right. Let me know what y'all think about this. I'm out of here. Peace.